4 weeks, their legs are full grown, but it isn't until about 10 weeks that their wings are able to cope with flying. We've heard a lot about rabies lately, and what a horrifying disease it is, both for animals and humans. This country, so far, is still free from rabies, fortunately, but as I expect you know, much of Europe is affected by the disease. So if you're going there on holiday this year, or anywhere else abroad for that matter, don't be tempted to bring back any kind of animal, however lost or pathetic it might look, because you could be importing rabies. And still thinking of the safety of our wildlife, Animal Welfare Year began 2 days ago. During this year, 60 animal charities have come together to try to encourage us to treat animals, pets, wild animals and animals that live on farms with greater kindness and respect. In this way, it hopes to cut down on deaths due to cruelty and also to ensure a happier life for as many animals as possible. Animal Welfare Year continues until the 31st of July 1977. Well, you know, it's quite amazing what feats of endurance and acrobatics animals are capable of. Take Jimmy James, for example. I'm sure you've seen him tying himself in knots on that climbing frame over there many a time. Well, we humans can be pretty agile as well at times, and like me, I expect you've seen the Olympic Games over the last 2 weeks and seen just what they're capable of as well. But a few days ago at Dudley Zoo, there was no way that I was going to break any records at all. Well, I don't want to do that again in a hurry. I've just run about 250 yards up a hill, and as you can see, I'm a bit puffed. This equipment here is monitoring my heartbeat, and if I was in hospital now, a doctor could find out lots of information about my state of health from the equipment. It's also being used with animals, and somebody who is actually using it at the moment is Mr. Wolf Zoyner. Mr. Zoyner, in what way are you using it?
In October, we plan to mount an expedition over the Alps along Hannibal's route using 6 elephants. The well-being and health of these elephants is very important, and we're using this equipment to measure their reactions as they go up the mountains.
We've got an elephant here today that you're actually working with at the moment. What are you trying to do here?
Well, Tanya, the elephant here in the zoo, is going to do some pretended work which will make her heart beat faster, just as your heartbeat is beating faster, and make her breathe harder. And we want to measure this and test the equipment on it so that we know when we get in the mountains and can't work on the equipment, it'll be working perfectly.
How's all this equipment going to work, Mr. Zoyner?
We've got a sensor for the heartbeat there and another one on the other side, and the heartbeats between the two. They feed to a transmitter, which feeds it to the receiver. We've got a temperature sensor on the end here in the glass bead, which picks up her skin temperature and sends it through a transmitter here. We've got a microphone here that picks up her throat breathing noises and sends them back to a transmitter. Then on the top, under the wooden roof, we've got a little black box which records everything in case these transmitters here fail.
She's all hitched up here with a harness on. Shall we have a go now and see what she can pull?
Yes, that's a good idea.
So the elephant's now going to pull the dead weight of this car?
Yes, with the brakes on.
That's going to be quite a weight, isn't it, for her to
Yes, but it'll be about the equivalent of going up a steep mountainside at considerable altitude. But this will make her heartbeat increase. This will give us an equivalent effort.
So it's going to put quite a strain, in fact, on that heartbeat?
Yes, indeed.
Let's see what happens, shall we?
Yes, right. All right.
We're just taking up the slack now. Any minute.
Yes, there we are.
Gosh,
she's
that's
really
incredible.
pulling up. Yes, I've got the brakes hard on.
Once the expedition's over, is all the monitoring equipment going to be any use for other animals?
Yes, we hope that from this we can develop a sort of package system that can be used for preserving wildlife.
Well, that was a marvellous run, wasn't it? She's gone right across the lawn here. That's incredible. Well, Rex, while Tansy was pulling, what sort of results were you getting?
Well, looking at this monitor here, you can see from the lower trace With these pulses, she was doing around about 36 beats to the minute, a heartbeat.
Yeah.
The top trace, when she was towing the Land Rover, the heartbeat increased up to about 70 beats per minute.
So that's pretty well doubled.
That's pretty well doubled, and this gives me an idea of what I will have to do to the equipment on the expedition itself.
Well, I hope I'm a bit lighter than the car that Tansy was pulling just now. I came in the hard way. I'm going out the easy way.
So if you feel like crossing the Alps the comfortable way, try an elephant. After all, Hannibal, the famous Hannibal, took 36 elephants, so they say. Well, now, we thought it'd be a good idea, as David Taylor was in the studio